Hello, everybody. Is everybody ready to talk about poop? It is a word that is heard a lot in our house. And I kept laughing when I was researching and trying to take notes and stuff, because I remember when Madeline was really little, we had to go to the doctor because she wasn't. And we were trying to be all proper with, calling it a bowel movement and a BM, and the doctor just kept calling it poop. So there you go. So I'm going to talk about constipation. When is it called constipation? Why? What are the causes? How it's made? And then a couple of the different things that we have at Shaklee that can help with that problem. So constipation. When is it constipation? So if you have less than 3 bowel movements in a week, that would be considered, you would be at the constipation level. But a fun fact, which I didn't know, I've heard from a lot of places that you should be pooping more than once a day. But when I was looking at different websites like Johns Hopkins, I looked at like WebMD, a couple other different websites. They were pretty clear that some people can have 3 times a day can poop. Other people just like 3 times a week. So it's you kind of have to know your body and what is normal for you. But you have to be pooping at least 3 times a week. And if you're not, then there could be a constipation issue. If you are going any longer than that, like 5 to 7 days, that could get to the point where maybe medical help would be needed by a doctor. So that is when you would be constipated. Why? So there are several reasons of why you can be constipated. You can be dehydrated. That is one of the things that we constantly talk about in our house is how much water have you had today? But interesting, and I think a lot of people kind of know this now anymore, that drinking water alone isn't enough to keep you hydrated. You need to replenish the fluids that you're losing throughout the day, but you also need electrolytes. So we have a fun product, Hydrate, which tastes like, this is the natural orange. We also have lemon lime. Orange is my favorite. It kind of tastes like orange Gatorade in my opinion, but this is a lot better for you than Gatorade, because you want to look at, when you're looking at replacing your electrolytes, you also want to be looking at the sugar that's added. You don't want to put a ton of sugar. That's not going to be helping you. So any sports teams out there who need help with hydration, let me know. We can get you some, we can do some Hydrate. But what is interesting is that water is used to carry the nutrients. I have my notes. Hang on. I don't want to get this right. I want to get this right. Water is used to carry the nutrients to your cells, as well as flush out waste from your body. So being hydrated can do a bunch of other things too. It can control your body temperature, your heart rate, your blood pressure. It can do all of those types of things. Hydration is a big one, and I think that's probably something that maybe I can do like a little video about, specifically just hydration. So that is one of the reasons. Also, lack of dietary fiber. So what is dietary fiber? Because we talk about all these things all the time, but sometimes what are these things? So dietary fiber is roughage. It's going to be a portion of plant-derived food that cannot be broken down by the human digestive enzymes. So all that to say, fiber isn't digested by your body. So different things that you could increase would be beans, broccoli, berries, avocado, popcorn, whole grains. Those would be some things that you can eat that would help with your dietary fiber. Physical inactivity can also be a cause. So sometimes when you haven't worked out in a while and then you work out again kind of consistently, all of a sudden you feel like things are starting to move through your body a little bit better. That is why. Medication side effects. I think we've probably all experienced that when you're taking a new medication. it messes with your system, right? So that's gonna be part of it as well. IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, that is also going to be one of the things. I don't know. Can you go back with Daddy? Okay. It's like when you're, changing. So I've had that when I was in college. I majorly had that. But changing the way that I ate really helped me with having the IBS type symptoms. Changes in your habits and your lifestyle. So if your body knows when you're out of whack, right? When that routine gets messed up, things don't quite move as well as they should. And then also, interestingly enough, abuse of laxatives can also be a reason why you can get constipated. So that's when and that's why. So what causes constipation? So what happens is hard, dry stools are the result of the colon, which is also the large intestine, absorbs too much water. So, so how is poop made, right? How is it made? So as you eat, food moves through your body. It moves through your large intestine, your colon, and it absorbs water while forming a stool, which is the waste. Your muscles then contract, pushing that stool towards the rectum. Once all the muscle contraction gets it to its destination, most of the water is absorbed, which then creates your stool solid. So what's happening when you are constipated is the large intestine and the colon, same thing, they're kind of used interchangeably. The muscle contractions are slow and sluggish. And that means the stool, as it's moving through your body, isn't moving quick enough, which is resulting that to stay in your body longer, which means it's absorbing, more water is being absorbed, which then creates the dry, hard stools, which then equals constipation, okay? So what are the different things that we can do to help? So Shaklee has a product called Optiflora Prebiotic and Probiotic. It's a 2-product digestive health system. It has there's a powder. This is the powder. And then this little guy right here it's really teeny tiny. You can kind of tell with my nail. This is the probiotic, the Pearl Probiotic, and this is the prebiotic. So this is the powder. You take a teaspoon with 4 ounces of liquid, and you have this here. So what's it do? It provides support for normal, healthy intestinal microflora. Okay, great. What is microflora? It is bacteria and other organisms that live inside the intestines. So they help digest the food. And fun fact, vitamins such as biotin and vitamin K are made by the microflora. Who knew? So once the probiotics are delivered to the digestive system, the prebiotics can deliver important nutrients that help the intestinal bacteria that it needs in order for it to grow and thrive. So the probiotic, which is this little guy here again, this is part of the vitalizer. This here, you can either do, if you wanted like a multivitamin, vitamins, minerals, you can do this. We also have the Meology, but this little guy here, and it is triple layer encapsulated. So it's this technology, which basically means as it's going through your system, you got your stomach acid and all of this stuff here. Well, they can eat away at the different vitamins and minerals and stuff that you're trying to take. It needs to get down here to do its job. So the triple encapsulation helps it get all the way through here before it does what it's supposed to do, what it's designed to do. So pre versus pro, because a lot of people, it's like, oh, I need to take probiotics. Oh, I need to take prebiotics. So what is the difference? Prebiotics are the food source for probiotics. So prebiotics, food source for the probiotics. As prebiotic fibers travel through the digestive system, they nourish the good bacteria along the way, which helps them grow and multiply. So we therefore get more good bacteria in the gut, which means a better digestive health. So these two are sold as a pack. This little guy here and it comes in like a little bottle. That's $39.95. If you remember, it's $33.35, and that is for, I think it's a 1 month serving or 1 month supply. Also, what you can do, so that's going to help keep everything good. This is meant for daily basis. We also have an Herb-Lax, which is for occasional use, and that is basically it's just a gentle, natural laxative, and it uses a senna leaf and other herbs to help keep your digestive system healthy and regular. So I don't have any of those here. It also comes if you've done the 7-day healthy cleanse. It comes in that as well. So you probably are not a stranger to it if you've done the cleanse. But for using it for constipation, what you're going to want to do is start with 2 at night with a glass of water. If you wake up, nothing happens, the next night, take 3, the glass of water. If you wake up, nothing happens, take 4. So on and so forth. So on and so forth. So then once you finally do wake up and boom, you've got something going on, you finally get that poop, it kind of helps clear out your intestine, then you're going to go backwards. So if let's say 4 was what you needed to see a reaction, or just not a reaction, to see a result, that next day you're going to go back to 3 with a glass of water. The next night you're going to go back to 2. So you're going to do everything until you can get back to 2, and then you're going to stop. So the Herb-Lax is going to be just for occasional use when you are noticing you have a constipation issue. It can be used for other things as well, but right now we're just going to be talking about that. And that is $30.25 or $25.70 if you are a member. So those are the 2 different things. They're technically 3 products, but the Optiflora Prebiotic and Probiotic, they are sold separately, but they also sell them together in one digestive health system, if you will. So that is all about constipation and poop. So if you have any questions about any of that, or if you're like, I don't really know what that means, because we toss around all of these terms all of the time, but we don't necessarily know exactly what that means. And I had to look up several different things as I was looking at this. So if there's something that I said that you don't quite understand, or if you have a question about something else with constipation, something else in general, I was thinking we could do something about hydration, we could do something about the healthy cleanse, what all comes in the healthy cleanse, all those different types of things. So that is your 101 class on constipation. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching about poop. And we will, like I said, comment if you have any questions, if you have any ideas of other little series that you would like to hear about. There's a lot of really good stuff, and it's all really interesting. A lot of different sciencey things, how the body works. So that's really cool. Anyway, I hope that everybody has a great Friday and a great weekend, and we will chat with you later. Bye guys, thanks.